Okay, so this video is just about Arabella. I guess in like life as a new mom. I don't know. But I'll tell you guys about how she's doing now. Um, from Monday till now, and I'll try and remember everything that's happened and everything I've been told because like so much has happened and everything's just been so hectic. But hopefully these videos I'll be able to get them like straightened out. Like my future videos will be better than now. Um, but Arabella, when she was born, they had her in the NICU. They had her on a CPAP machine, which it's like it looked like a little mask, like from Batman Returns. I think it's like that one guy who's got the face mask thing. Like that's what the CPAP looks like on Belle. I have pictures of her on like my Facebook and stuff. That thing she's wearing that like covers her nose like this and comes around here and then up over her head. That's what the CPAP was. That they said like pumps her lungs, like keeps it lubricated, I think, and then it like makes it so her lungs won't collapse in on themselves and stuff, and it just like gives her extra breathing. They said she wasn't getting any oxygen through that. They were like just pumping like every day, like the air like I breathe and stuff. They were just pumping that into her lungs, but they had to like help her with that so her lungs wouldn't collapse in and she like wouldn't be able to breathe. So she was on that, and then she hadn't eaten. They didn't feed her at all the first day because the magnesium that I was on also got to her because like everything that went to my body went into hers, and so she didn't get any food, and she was on, let's see, she had a feeding tube through her mouth, and then she had her CPAP on her nose, and then she's getting antibiotics through an IV, and I think she was getting something else through an IV, but I don't remember what they had her on her first day. And then her second day, we came in, and she was off the CPAP completely, or it was like the second day or third day, or I'm like second or first or some other care time. I'm really bad. I don't even know how many days she's been in there, honestly, 2 or 3. But anyways, and then they had her, yeah, it was the second day. Okay, sorry. I just got confused. Okay, anyways. So the second day when we went in to see her, she was off the CPAP, and she was on like a new breathing tube that went up her nose, like the thing you see old people wear, how it like comes like this and then like up her nose holes. It's called like some with a C, it's like a cannula or something. I don't remember, like they keep saying it, but I haven't picked up on what it's called yet. I have no idea. But they had that, and it's like moisturized, and it like is an upgrade from the CPAP. It was better than being on the CPAP, but she wasn't breathing on her own still. And that she wasn't getting any oxygen through. She was just getting like normal air. Like her entire stay, she hasn't had any oxygen. She's just been getting normal air. She just needs some help keeping her lungs open so she doesn't forget to breathe. And then her second day, which was yesterday, she got fed for her first time. The first time they fed her, they like gave her my breast milk and stuff, and she digested a lot of it, but not all of it. There was still like a little bit left in the tube because they have a tube that goes into her stomach, and then every time they go to feed her again, they like pull the syringe and suction out everything that's in her stomach so they can measure how much she digested. And so her first feeding, she didn't digest all of it. Like there's still a little bit left. And I think, she got jaundice too yesterday. She started, her levels went up, so she's under the light. She's been under the light since yesterday. But she's doing good with feeding. Today, when we went in, she graduated. Oh, wait, hold on. Backtrack to yesterday. I got to hold her for my first time yesterday. It's like last night is the very last care time. They let me do kangaroo care with her, which is like skin to skin, where I like take her and tuck her like in my shirt, and so she sits like on my chest, like bare on my chest, and then like her bare skin on mine, and it helps like regulate their breathing and stuff, and she does really good with it. Like they thought, they said that usually it like overstimulates them their first couple times being premature, and like she might not do very well with me holding her for the first time, but she actually took it really well. She like slept and she was happy and stuff, and we got to see her with her eyes open for the first time, because her first day her eyes were swollen where they were like bugging out of her head, and then yesterday she opened her eyes and she like looked at me and Tristan when we talked to her and stuff. And then today when we went in, she graduated from one breathing tube to a smaller version, and they said like the level she's at is a 1, and like a 1 is basically she's not getting any assistance breathing. It's like very, very minimal. And the nurse said usually like babies her size, when they do put them on like to the 1, they usually like have to take deep, deep breaths to get used to breathing, and like they gasp for air a lot more. But they said that Arabella is doing like super good. Like she hasn't had that problem at all. Like she had no problem like transitioning into the new tube, and the doctor said tomorrow she'll probably be taken off that. They said it kind of just depends on how well she does on it today, but she said tomorrow she'll probably get to go off it, and then she'll be breathing completely on her own. And they also are upping her feedings from like 3 milliliters every 3 hours, and then it's like 3 milliliters every 3 hours, but every other hour she gets 4 milliliters, so they're feeding her more and more. And the doctor said that what she's gonna do is they're gonna start feeding her more, and the more they feed her, the less she has to get supplemented through an IV. And like the IV just supplements like fats and like different nutritions that she's missing by not getting as much through my breast milk, because she's not eating as much. But they said it'll take about a week for her to be able to eat enough to not need an IV, but they're working on that already. And she's using a binky, and they said she wouldn't know how to suck on anything when she was first born. They said she wouldn't be able to suck for until she was about 33 or 34 weeks old, but she's sucking on her second day being born, which is super good, and it's like the first step to her being able to nurse. And I got to hold her today for like 45 minutes, and usually you're only supposed to hold them for like 15, but I held her for like a super long time, and she did really, really well with it. Like she had no problems at all. She just like slept, and she was really happy and stuff, and she sneezed a lot today. And when I went to change her diaper this morning, like, because she had her first poop last night, and then like I changed her diaper this morning, and she like pooped while a diaper was open, and it was like initiation to motherhood. Like she all dirtied her clean diaper. It was cute. But that's like all that's happened so far. I probably won't make another video until tomorrow night, because we only have 2 more care times with her, but I'll get to go see her in about an hour. I'll get to go back to the hospital and see her, and then in 3 hours from then I'll get to go see her one more time, and then it all starts again tomorrow morning at like 6 in the morning. I gotta get up and restart the day of going to see her. So yeah, it's very busy, but she's doing really, really well. She's doing better than they thought she would for being only 30 weeks old. Like, she's a little trooper. She's a strong baby. But that's all I have to say right now. And then tomorrow night I'll make another update. Yeah.